know how to put this in a way that's intellectual. But this is a song about a movie about Santa being homosexual. It's the awful truth about this cinematic stumble. It's worse than Bulletproof combined with Jungle to Jungle. It's Tim Allen and Adam Sandler. The Santa Claus 4. I now pronounce you Chuck and Santa. The Santa Claus 4. With distracting badge, you'll need my lantern. The Santa Claus 4. With distracting product placement by Fanta. The Santa Claus 4. I now pronounce you Chuck and Santa. Tragedy struck on one dark day when Santa's love was taken away. Mrs. Claus lost her battle with cancer. A single tear dropped from the eyes of Prancer. But no one was prepared for the change that was caused by the tragic death of Mrs. Claus. 364 days, Santa's on a long vacay. On the day he works, his job is smooth as silk, but he only gets paid in cookies and milk. For kids around the world, it is the biggest thrill. But how's that gonna pay the insurance bill? Mrs. Claus was the breadwinner, I have to admit. I sat around on my fat ass and didn't do shit. How do I look for work when I am just a beginner? In the end, let's hope Santa will be a winner. Mrs. Claus brought home the bacon and made the dinner. Now I have to tighten my belt and get thinner. Without her, I don't know how to make it on my own. Mrs. Claus was the breadwinner, and now I'm alone. Mrs. Claus was the breadwinner, I have to admit. Sat around on my fat ass and didn't do shit. How do I look for work when I am just a beginner? In the end, let's hope Santa will be a winner. Everything was in her name. If I don't get it back, Christmas won't be the same. The winter is so cold, it is beyond belief. I can't mourn my wife and deal with the grief. A sack full of presents I will no longer carry unless I find somebody new to marry.
While Santa was struggling with the loss of his wife, the loss of his insurance, the North Pole facing foreclosure, there was another problem on the horizon, and it involved a man named Chuck, who would have a very, very big influence on Santa's life. Chuck had a problem. He liked polar bears, and I'm not talking about the animal, but Chuck needed something to hide his issues. Chuck needed to find a beard. no one knew the things I did. Behind closed doors I lived a lie. Wasn't your typical Hebrew guy. Went to temple with all the Jews, but I had a secret nobody knew. I kept it hidden like a card in my sleeve. 'Cause in true love I will always believe. My family was Orthodox. They didn't want their reputation smeared. They said, Chuck, better find a beard. Me being outed was what they feared. They said, Chuck, better find a beard. Better find a beard. I had to date a woman. Yuck! To romance and commit to a lady. Wild dancing gay bars where the men were loose and shady. They never knew all the while. Wouldn't give up my fruity lifestyle. My family was Orthodox. They didn't want their reputation smeared. They said, Chuck, better find a beard. Me being outed is what they feared. They said, Chuck, better find a beard. My family hated gays, and they all cheered. Better find a beard. Better find a beard. Better find a beard. Better find a beard.
The comforts of a local pub to drown his sorrows in milk and grub. The barkeep said, your money's no good here, but here's a glass of milk from that Orthodox queer. Santa had stumbled into a gay bar and caught the attention of a heap from afar. Chuck walked up to Santa and they exchanged a glance. Two people who would never meet under any other circumstance. Chuck said,
I think I heard they call you Old Saint Nick. Would I be too forward if I said I wanted to suck your dick? For you see, I do not celebrate your holiday, but I've got a fat fetish and I'm secretly gay. I want to touch his white beard and caress every wrinkle. And the thought of going down on Kris Kringle makes my genitalia tingle. My name is Charles. My friends call me Chuck, but you can call me what you like if we're going to fuck. I don't care if you have a boyfriend or you're single. I just want you to lay me on the ground like a floor shingle. He looks like a sexy, overweight Pat Hingle. And the thought of going down on Kris Kringle makes my genitalia tingle.
Santa saw his opportunity to get health insurance from the gay community. Chuck was wealthy and willing to please, and before Santa he fell to his knees. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a drink.
Chuck and Santa had embarked on their new relationship, but it was not without obstacles. There were protests all around from Christian groups. They were angry about Santa. They didn't want him coming down their chimney anymore. They didn't want Santa around. They said, Santa, you have to go away. They were going to pray the gay away. And Santa lost his endorsement deals with Barilla Pasta, Coca-Cola, and Chick-fil-A. Santa saw images in Christmas memorabilia thrown in trash cans and set afire. They were set aflame because his new sex life was to blame. It was indeed garbage day for Chuck and Santa. Santa was struggling. He missed his wife so much, and he was living a new life, but it was so different. Santa was indeed taking it hard.
The life Santa once knew was out of control. Moving to New York and leaving the North Pole, there was a hole in his soul and a stocking filled with coal. And like his coal, the future was black and charred. That's why Santa takes it hard. Santa takes it hard. He was upset and sad, and he was dealt his card. And now he looks at life with a different regard. Losing his wife and starting a new life. He didn't look back, 'cause it cut like a knife. That's why Santa takes it hard. Santa takes it hard. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Eric and all the people at the Mausoleum for having us here tonight. Let's hear it for him. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce to you a man whose mere presence will change your lives forever. Some call him the Hitman, others call him the excellence of execution, but you may call him Andrew fucking Dyer.
And I'd like to introduce you to the ultimate male who makes all the ladies drool. He is the son of the one and only Dr. Steve Brule. He's no tool, he's no tour, but you can call him Baby Raw, Baby Raw, Baby Raw. And he's more cuddly and lovable than a bear named Bobo. And he petitioned TV to bring back, ow, have mercy, Sheriff Lobo. The men call him Sir, but the women call him Jimmy, Jack, Jojo. And he's no slack-jawed Yoko like Cletus. He's a zombie-killing sex machine like Norman Reedus. And he's gonna play you guitar solo better than anything you heard from your 8-track tapes of Wheatus. So everybody, here's a guitar solo you can enjoy from the one, the only, Baby Raw, because you didn't come here tonight to rent C. Thomas Howell's Soul Man from the Blockbuster Video on Aramingo Avenue. You didn't come here tonight to rent Phantasm. You came here tonight because we're all going to climax when Baby Roar gives you a Santa-gasm.
All right, now everyone, I want every single one of you to put your hands together like this. And you keep clapping along, and you keep singing along because we're about to rock the house and we're gonna melt your faces with this one. Sing to the rooftops with me. He was upset and sad.
Upset and sad.
Alone and scarred.
So alone, so scarred.
But he had to do
He had to do it. He had to do it.
He had no choice.
No choice, no choice, no choice.
Christmas would forever be marred. That's why Santa takes it hard.
He takes it hard. Oh, Santa takes it so hard.
Yeah, Santa takes it hard.
He's crying a pool of tears. Santa came in like a wrecking ball.
Santa takes it hard.
Takes it hard. He takes it so hard.
Santa takes it hard. Sing along for Santa taking it so hard.
He takes it
Santa
hard. He takes it so hard.
takes it hard. Santa takes it hard.
You
Better watch out, you better not cry. Santa's marrying a Jewish gay guy. What do I want for my Christmas holiday? I want Santa to be straight, not gay. Why, Santa, why?
You've always been a straight guy.
Why, Santa, why?
Your wife is dead and now you're bi?
Why, Santa, why?
Tell me it's all a lie.
Why, Santa, why?
There are tears in Denny's eyes.
It sounds so fake, but it's totally factual. The insurance clause in the prenup was contractual. I don't know how to put it in a way that's intellectual. What do we do now that Santa's homosexual? Why, Santa, why?
You've always been a straight guy.
Why, Santa, why?
Your wife is dead and now you're bi?
Why, Santa, why?
Tell me it's all a lie.
Why, Santa, why?
There are tears in Mark and Lisa's eyes.
There are some traditions that should always stay, but now it seems they are fading away. A rich Jewish queer is leading Saint Nick astray, and we'll never look at him the same way. Why, Santa, why?
You've always been a straight guy.
Why, Santa, why?
Your wife is dead and now you lie.
Why, Santa, why?
Tell me it's all a lie.
Why, Santa,
There
why?
are tears in Dasher and Dancer and Rudolph and Carmen and Blitz's eyes. Why, Santa, why?
Why, Santa,
Do you understand life? Do you? You are part of me. Talk to me, Santa. You are tearing me apart, Santa. I cannot tell you. It's confidential. Anyway, how's Santa's gay sex life? Santa, betray me. I'm fed up with this bird. You're just a chicken. Cheap, 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 cheap,
Why,
cheap,
Santa,
cheap.
why?
Oh, They say Santa's gay sex life is blind. In the midst of all the controversy plaguing Chuck and Santa, there was another issue that was more important, but it was eating them away at them. Chuck and Santa had so many fights. There's too many differences. They came from a completely separate cultural viewpoint, and Santa just had a hard time dealing with the fact that Chuck was Jewish, and Chuck was upset about this. It seemed the one thing that Santa couldn't do, that Chuck couldn't do, was be straight with each other.
You're a Jew.
And you're not.
I like the winner.
You never wanted hot.
I can't erase the slate of some things that can't be taught. You say it's my fate, but in this trap I'm caught.
Let's be straight
with each other. Let's be straight with each other. You argue.
You shout.
And I don't know if we can work it out. We're too different without a doubt. I don't know if we can work it out.
Are you going to judge me without just cause? There's nothing against gay marriage in the Santa Claus.
You say you're trapped? That you're stuck? How do you think I feel, Chuck? Let's be straight with each other. Let's be straight with each other. You argue.
You shout.
I don't know if we can work it out. We're too different without a doubt. I don't know if we can work it out.
Is me being Jewish what you hate?
No.
Is being understanding such a bad trait? Yet my affections you thought. You don't know the damage you wrought.
Chuck, please, you need to wait. I don't want to argue, we've never fought. Let's be straight with each other. Let's be straight with each other. You argue.
You shout.
And I don't know if we can work it out. We're too different without a doubt. I don't know if we can work it out.
What is more important to you? Our relationship or the Santa Claus? I'm an open-minded Jew, and we're not breaking any laws.
It's not that simple. I just can't go on. Cancel Christmas. I'm done. Cancel Christmas. I'm done.
Chuck and Santa thought about the hurtful, mean things they said to each other. And Santa thought about Chuck. And thought about how Chuck was so sensitive and kind to him while Santa was dealing with the loss of his wife. And Chuck thought about Santa. He thought about that Christmas twinkle in his eyes. He thought about Santa's sexy love handles. And he thought about Santa and the sultriness of Santa's sexy pee hole. And Chuck thought about growing up as a young Jewish boy. As he grew up without a baby Roy. He was grown up as a young Jewish boy. And he thought about how the first erection he ever had was during Ernest Saves Christmas. And how Ernest Saves Christmas aroused him so much. And now Chuck was in bed with Santa. And it fulfilled a long-time wish of his. A wish of his that he finally realized. And they looked at each other. They ran into her at Macy's the night before Christmas Eve. A night that so much happened that you can't believe. And Chuck and Santa looked at each other. They looked at each other with love in their hearts. And they looked at their eyes. In Macy's the night before Christmas Eve. And Santa realized then and there, by the beard and by his white hair, that Chuck was indeed the Jew that saved Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, Chuck.
Merry Christmas, Santa. What are you doing here?
Chuck, I got you a new menorah and had it inscribed with lines from the Torah.
Santa, I got you decorations of nativity and lit the lights of this Christmas city. Where will we live?
The stars in the North Pole will always be pretty, but my heart now belongs to New York City. I'm caught between a Jew and New York City. We made up, won't always see eye to eye, but we're gonna give this love another try. And there was a different sort of Christmas this year, different from the one that we all knew. Because love exists everywhere, even between Santa and a Jew. Whoa. Santa Claus for a movie so about you, Chuck and Santa. The Santa Claus for a movie so bad it was banned in Atlanta. The Santa Claus for so bad it was turned down by Tony Danza. The Santa Claus for I now pronounce you Chuck and Santa. Merry Christmas!
And Happy Hanukkah!
I do! Thunderlips The Ultimate Males, and you are the ultimate meatballs! Good night!
Download the latest and greatest Thunderlips tune. Download it tonight on your